aren't aren't laptops just I'm making a video on my laptop here. This is wild. I've never done that before, but my phone is absolutely kaput, right? It doesn't work, can't do anything with it, right? Seriously, unrevivable at present until I get an expert. But I'm backpacking, so I'm not going to find an expert easily. I'd rather do it in Poland or England or Northern Ireland when I'm next there. Hopefully in Poland I'll be back in a couple of weeks to get the phone fixed, or at least get the information off it. There's loads of data on there, stuff that I need. So we'll sort that. But so now for the rest of this trip, I'm taking photos and making videos on my laptop. I've done it once before, and that was in Malawi when my phone fell in the water, crocodile infested water during a typhoon. I've just been to the tsunami monument yesterday in Mali, so it's all coincidence here. And yeah, I mean, I think Maldives was not particularly my style of country, but at least I was there for 4 days. I got out. That was the most important thing, to get out of the country. Because at the start it was like looking like they're not going to let me out. In the end, I had two seats getting out. I had a seat beside me in the airplane, my seat, and another seat was like two seats out. Paid for them both. Only used one. The one that was empty seat, they didn't even issue a boarding pass. They refused it. Long story short, I'm in Mumbai with a connection on paper. Thank God for paper. See, when you've got a phone, it's kaput. Paper is important. So let's have a look. I've got a boarding pass here, right? Yes, that's a boarding pass. That's for the next flight. Previous flight, they gave me a boarding pass like 25 minutes before the flight was due to leave. Got out to the Maldives with that one. Boarding pass. And what's even more stupid is in India they sent me to so I went to the transit. Part to change. Yeah, thank you. Guys, just cleaning there. So I went to the transit to change, and they said, "Oh no, you need to go to the visa section." I said, "Well, I don't need a visa because I'm in transit." And they said, "Oh, but your check-in to the next flight is on your phone. It's through the app. My phone's broken." Um, so anyway, went to the visa place to see if I could get through there to get issued a boarding pass on the other side from Ethiopian Airlines, and Ethiopian Airlines aren't in that terminal for some reason. It's Terminal 2. They have flights from there, but their people aren't there. So the guy called someone, and she didn't come. So if you wonder why I just had to sit there, actually, because during all that situation, I couldn't have a sip because I was in a transit area where there was nothing open. You couldn't even get a bottle of water there. There's a toilet, and there's a wee like section with me and an Australian guy talking. And in fact, I hope he's all right because he had the same issue as me. With this connecting flight stuff, where they think we want a visa. Why would I want a visa if I'm only here for 4 hours? What I would want is the flight out and maybe a beer and a curry. I'm probably just gonna have a beer now. I believe they'll give me a curry on the flight, and then I'll end up in Dubai tomorrow. Today, after midnight, innit? So yeah, I wasn't expecting to be in Dubai, but at least I have the ticket to get there, and they should let me in. But I'll have to explain to them the situation about why I'm not in Zanzibar and I have a ticket to Zanzibar. We'll see what happens. Because I don't have a clue what's happening. Absolutely. At least I can make videos and take photos on my laptop. It's a novelty, isn't it? Mumbai away is nuts. And this is my hat trick third time here, and I've never left the airport, apart from the 2 times when I backpacked it overland. So every time I'm in Mumbai airport, I'm never in Mumbai, and every time I'm in Mumbai, I don't go to the airport. So it's a nuts one. But we'll say there's a lad up there at the bar You should charge me 40 quid for one beer. Something like that. That's 145 zloty. One beer. Seriously. At least it's Hogarden. And it's 1 litre. Because I was thinking just to get the 500 ml, but it was like £21, so it was just that extra pound that would get me the full 1 litre. I just needed it. I'm left with almost nothing here now because I don't have a phone, I don't have an onward ticket, and I've got a guy collecting me in Zanzibar from the hostels that I'm going to review, and I don't have the internet, I can't even contact him, tell him I'm not going to make that flight because of 2 other flight cancellations. So if I'm not at the swimming pool in Zanzibar in 2 days, I'll miss another flight. We'll see what happens.